What do you do when a massive colony of stinging and aggressive ants decide to launch a full-out raid on your home? Well, most ordinary people would say, freak out, pull out the serious bug spray, make an emergency call to the exterminator, or run. But me? I guess I'm no ordinary person. I decided to feed the ant army and give them exactly what they wanted. And you won't believe how the ants reacted to my gifts and what the swarm decided to do the next day. Welcome to the Ants Canada Ant Channel. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Welcome to the AC family. Enjoy. So living in the tropics is certainly an interesting experience, and coming face to face with this sudden and ravenous swarm of ants, known as marauder ants, as you will see in this video, is terrifying, intriguing, and a true natural force to reckon with. But what truly shocked me was what happened the day after I decided to appease the ant horde that was in the midst of taking over my home with some food gifts. I think you guys will love how this entire story ends. So let's start at the beginning. I woke up one day to my dogs yelping, and upon closer inspection of their paws, I found ants had been the culprit. And when I had a look outside, I was shocked at what I saw. A battalion of ants moving like determined soldiers in formation. Their trail weaved all around the side and back of my home, as if they were a living tentacle emerging from holes and drains in the ground. I was very familiar with this notorious species of ant. They were Carabera diversa, marauder ants. I've kept this species of ant before, and if you've been following this channel for a while, you may remember the legendary pet ant colony I once owned called the Titans. They're ravenous, truly aggressive ants with an appetite for anything they can consume. When they form raids like this, they mean business as they sweep the floor of anything edible they can find. I watched as the swarm carried their edible treasures down the line, assumingly to devour together in their main nest somewhere. That right there is an insect body part. A couple little unlucky insects, and that there looks like a tiny snail shell. The ants guarded each of their little prizes closely, be they random finds, little seeds, or squashed insects they managed to snatch up from around my property. They even stole my dog's food right out of their bowls. Look at them riding that dog pellet, cackling as they marched it all the way home. I was amazed at how the ants masterfully carried these huge edible boulders of dog food across what were to the ants very vast distances. Watching the ants march their food down the line was actually quite impressive and entertaining. My guess was that the ants were forming some kind of transport connection line between satellite nests and their main nest. The ants seemed to stream out of several holes around my home, which to me meant the ants were nesting pretty much all around. Looking closely at the line, I did notice that there were ants with very specific jobs. Like these ants, which seemed to just stand around. I knew these were the guards, simply standing in place or pacing around slowly, ever ready to attack, in case any creature or enemy would be foolish enough to advance.